All right, it's 6 a.m. I'm getting ready to go on a little bike ride before I start my day of packing. So first, let's make this drink. Just one kind of scoop. Now I do realize this is probably not the best thing to be ingesting, red food coloring or whatever. However, it's probably the worst thing I have all day. But I just love that kick. And when I'm out of it, I probably won't buy any more.
Give him some pittance.
All right, 10 miles. That whole up the stairs thing has gotten old. All right, that was a 10.14, I don't know if you can see that, ride. 50 minutes, average speed, 12 miles an hour. So I have a coaching call to get on in 9 minutes. And then I want to talk a little bit about bulk fermentation, because I get a lot of questions about that. But there's also just a lot of moving parts of today. Have to run to the storage unit, but I'll take you along and we'll get through this together.
And it's like, well, you can kind of do whatever you want to do, so now what do you do? It's a little bit overwhelming when you actually get to choose.
Okay, I want to talk to you about bulk fermentation. I had said I was going to. It's one of the questions I get asked a lot. And people have issues with their bulk fermentation. And like I say, it's not the easiest thing to teach. It's probably the hardest thing for me to teach because there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer. Everyone's situation is different. There's different altitudes and different temperatures, and everyone has a different temperature in their kitchen. Some people don't have AC or heat in their kitchen, which I know sounds crazy, but therefore it's like fluctuating. It's just hard to pinpoint exactly what their issue is and how I can help, because I just have a few things to pick up here. Then we can continue our conversation on bulk fermentation. Here's the thing that's going to surprise you. I bulk ferment for like 2 to 3 hours. And now, granted, I'm doing large batches, like 12 at a time. But I see everyone bulking for like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. And I don't know. I mean, the timeline is one thing, because what do you consider bulking? I think the second that the starter is introduced to the mix, you're starting to bulk ferment or proof or whatever you want to call it, because that starter is what the life is. And essentially, anytime that you're doing stretch and folds or you're resting, it is part of the bulk. So am I going for 2 to 3 hours, or is it closer to 4 or 5 because I'm just not counting when I'm doing stretch and folds? I don't know. I think this is all still part of why it's hard to teach, because everyone has a different method and there's different timelines. And this thing is just comes down to knowing your dough. So here's my final conclusion when it comes to bulk fermenting. Everyone's bread and method is different. How do you know when it's done? That comes with practice. I wish there was a better answer, but it's really just going to come down to practice. However, there are a few signs that you could look for when you are knowing that you're done bulking, such as the surface has bubbles on it, it's a little jiggly, it clearly has doubled in size, maybe not tripled, but definitely doubled in size. And then it's a bit hard to explain, but the dough will kind of be domed. So where like the dough meets the side of your bin, it's not straight on, it's kind of domed. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but that's how you can know. But honestly, your best bet is gonna be just to make more bread. Small batches take longer to bulk ferment, larger batches, it goes quicker. So, yeah, bulk fermenting, it's the thing that gets a lot of people hung up. But, only one way to find out, make more bread. I'm getting ready to pack my Bannetons away. These are the wood Bannetons. They come with that, they come with this linen, and they've served me well. All of mine are, might not be easy to see, but all of mine are kind of what I'm calling pre-seasoned. I have a little Instagram reel on this, but there's a slight method to get it like this. Also, the best way to get it pre-seasoned is just to bake in it a bunch. Make sure you dry it so it doesn't stay wet and create mold. I've had a majority of these for since I started, 2020. So a lot of these are at least 3.5 years old. I've never had an issue with mold. Not once. Maybe I just have gotten lucky. I don't know. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description if you want these exact ones. Well, I made some ground up today. I've got some things packed away. The baking supplies mostly packed away. And I even found this little baby bottle of Buffalo Trace. How cute is that? So I have a speaking thing to do tomorrow morning. So I'm going to practice that speaking event, go over my slides, and I'll see you later.